So once again, good morning and welcome to our live building classes. Today we are going to deal with one very sensitive issue regarding our adolescents and youths. And the issue is that does our nature control our behavior, or you can say that endocrine hormone secretion, uh, does it control our behavior? Does it control our thought? Or our thought can control our endocrinal secretion of hormones and also control our behavior? In most cases, in that entire, I think, history of humankind, and in your psychology and that science, everywhere you will see the poets, the authors, right? In their novels, they always try to present, right, a particular behavioral patterns of the students, youths, especially adolescents, and those who are youths. Uh, they just put a tag on it, on such kind of behaviors, that they are very much arrogant, and this is the age especially when they are very much restless because they have a lot of energy and they want to give an outlet to this surplus energy. They are self-contradictory. Why? That will come to, but just in brief, I can say that when uh, they are studying a bit more and some pressure of exam is there, the social activists, the psychologists, right? They will come forward, social activists. They'll come forward and say the pressure of syllabus is too much and it is inhuman to put such pressure on young minds. Now you are saying that adolescents, youths, they have plenty of surplus energy, and only the textbook or syllabus, school or college education, study cannot simply absorb this extra energy and enthusiasm they have. So, and on the other hand, you are saying that they are overstressed by that syllabus. These are self-contradictory. Why does it happen? Because the entire system of dealing with the problem of mankind, just human beings in general, and especially the adolescents and youths, is to first see the side effects now of the main disease, and then heal the treat the side effects one by one, instead of just going to the root cause of these side effects. All right. So this is the problem, because when you are trying to treat side effects one by one, the main cause remains unaddressed, unattended, and as a result of which, if you want to suppress, isn't it, one kind of side effect, it may be suppressed, but at the cost of another more dangerous side effect, isn't it? So, the simple logic uh, which we can place here, and it's very scientific, and science of hormone says that it is our thought that controls the secretion of hormones, isn't it? There is one gland, endocrine gland called hypothalamus, whether the nature of thoughts excites the nature of thoughts excite the hypothalamus, and hypothalamus send the message through nerves, and they also excite the particular nerves connected with different endocrine glands, something for fear, something for anger, and some thoughts maybe of reward. So, and some other, you can say, physical excitement, sensual thoughts, right? And these things, especially these sensual or sexual thoughts, that body consciousness, uh, when a child becomes just an adolescent, then people think that sexual thoughts and behavior controlled by, guided by sex consciousness are quite natural at that age, when someone is adolescent or youth. And that is why the Western idea of addressing these, you can say, sensuous thoughts and behavior uh, at that time, when adolescent or youth, by allowing them allowing them to satisfy that kind of desires, by practically exercising these kind of acts. This is this life skill, uh, they call it life skill education, or some, which was actually introduced as sex education in Bengal and other parts of the country in schools. So their logic was very fantastic, you can say, and I attended many such kind of seminars where headmasters, they are appreciating the mother, who is uh, just putting secretly some packets inside the tiffin box of their daughter, who was a student of standard 7, class 7 student, and they're appreciating the wisdom of the mother. It's a fool's paradise where we are living, isn't it? Educated people, people with scientific bent of mind, even teachers, headmasters having science as their subject, bioscience, right? They have learned a lot about the anatomy, function of the body, external and internal organs, their function, everything they know. But where do they just do the confusion that what comes first, whether the egg or the hen, egg or the chicken, which comes first? And they always say that at certain age, some special endocrine glands, they become active, and because they become active, and especially those related with our sensuous desires, uh, they say the youths and especially the adolescents, they're forced to think in that way that they need, that some kind of sensual pleasure, practical just experience, then it is quite natural. And this is actually eating up the, you can say, good sense, the good things, the immense possibilities of our adolescents and the youth. That is only, it's a kind of conspiracy. I mean, to be honest, it's a kind of conspiracy of the educated, ignorant fools. Educated means having degrees, experts. They will never tell you you take the what they call that preventive measure, right? The antibiotics are there. The preventive measure they will never suggest. They will always try to treat you, as I already said, after you suffer from a disease, and this is mental disease. So, what is the thing? If you can, the simple fact, if you can control your thought, if you don't allow the negative thoughts, the sensual thoughts, just occur in your mind, then then the good hormones will only secrete, and the you can say negative hormones, which the secretion of which forces you to behave in such a manner that will make you feel ashamed, that will weaken you, make you weak. So don't get carried away by such kind of provocative, provocative encouragements in self-destructive practices, right? Boys of 14, 15, they do some kind of practices to gratify or satisfy their sensual, the desires, sensual desires. They do it, and our doctors will tell you this is the property of your age. There is nothing wrong in it. One young man once went to Swami Vivekananda while he was in America, and he said because of such kind of bad habits he had developed out of ignorance, that he was getting or becoming weaker day by day. And what would he do? So Swamiji advised him to follow the guidelines set by his ancient rishis and sages. You just practice brahmacharya, utmost that self-control in everything. Then the youth said, this was what Swamiji laid afterwards, after the incident happened. This was he was narrating this incident to the audience there in America, among which the front, the audience were some of the you can say great doctors of America. So Swamiji continued and said, the boy then said that the doctors there in America advised him to carry on with that bad practice, that weakening practice. And then he said, "You doctors, you do you have any kind of self-control? You are just like a cat, just like an animal or beast. The cat at the sight of the master does not know anything about the fish placed before him or her. They pretends uh, as if it has not seen anything. And the moment you turn your just sight, view, turn your face from that cat, immediately it just simply steals one fish and runs away. And he said that in most cases, the so-called doctors, so-called psychologists, they are like the beast. And he said this with so much force that the doctors put their head down in shame. And that is the advice of Swami Vivekananda. Practice brahmacharya. Do not let your nerves, sensual nerves, to excite your sexual glands so that you are forced to behave, act, or do some hidden practices which weaken you. So, what should you do rather that you will ensure the secretion of good hormones, positive hormones that encourages you to always stick to good practices throughout the day, and every time you stop the onrush of those uh, hormones which excite your glands negatively, every time you become more powerful, and then preventing the bad hormones to secrete is the first stage, and this is not enough. I do not steal, I do not tell lie, I just am not disobedient, I'm very calm and quiet. These are all negative virtues, right? If you do not steal, then you must help, you must give something to others. So the habit of unselfish service you develop. If you do not waste your time in gossiping, then utilize your time in hard work, work hard, and then your hypothalamus will send the message to your body glands, okay, through the hypothalamus. And if you can think that you are not this body, you are not this mind, so whatever thought occurs in your mind, you are not identical. Na- You are not identical with that thought. That thought is the reaction. What kind of message you receive through your sense organs. It's a kind of reaction. So you remove the object which creates a special uh, sensation just in your mind through your sense organs. You remove those objects and replace them with good things. Then you will see, if you make it a practice with you, then you can easily tackle all kind of weakening tendencies of your character, tendencies of your behavior, and it will become so natural, it will become so original or genuine with you that you don't have to try hard, to avoid watching some bad videos in your phone. You don't have to try hard. Initially, you have to do it. And what Swami Vivekananda has said that yes, you can change it, isn't it? Swamiji has said, if you think you are strong, strong will you be. If you think you are weak, weak you will be. What does it mean actually? That always may develop that habit of thinking positive. Always develop the habit of the work and how to do it, and also fill your mind with enthusiasm that you can start the very important work. Just do your work, do study, do some physical work, and physical exercise definitely. These things, these things also secretes that dopamine hormone, and things which gives you a lot of uh, enthusiasm, encouragement. They are controlled, or they are actually guided by the secretion of dopamine hormone. So you have to ensure, yes, some other group of hormones are there, and you can see it in the description box. It is given for your reference. The main thing is that stay convinced, stay convinced that you can shape your character by controlling your behavior, by controlling your mind. And for controlling your mind, as I have been telling you, that you have to control your thoughts, and for that you have to make your mind very strong. And in order to make the mind strong, as like our body, to make it strong, the body, we need physical exercise and nutrition. For making our mind, we need to do mental exercise, and it is mental concentration, isn't it? In physical exercise, you are trying to sit or stand or lie on a particular posture by bending or placing your hands on legs, your entire body, your spine to a particular state, to a particular position. You are just bending them, and you, though you feel a little bit pain, right? You have to just place your particular limb in the same position for some time, because placing your hand, your legs, your neck, eh, your spine uh, in a certain position, you are actually doing the same thing which thoughts also do. You are sending the message through your nerves to your brain that such and such glands have to be made more active to keep you fit. So, in case of mental concentration, you are trying to fix your mind on the particular object, isn't it? Withdrawing it, pulling it from other very much strong, you can say, distracting thoughts. And these thoughts are nothing but the production of your subconscious mind. Thoughts are nothing. And what is subconscious? Your past memories. What is past memory? Whatever work, whatever thought, whatever behavior you have done earlier, their memories are stored up there in the subconscious mind. So, by making your mind stronger, you can control your subconscious and you can refill it by refill it with strong, powerful thoughts by draining out the bad, negative, destructive thoughts. So, all the best. The greatest day of glory, of success is not far away from you, and Swami Vivekananda is there. Akhil Bharat Vivekananda Yuva Mahamandal is there. Swamiji is there to guide you, and Mahamandal is there to give you that safe shelter, staying where you can comfortably and safely exercise these good character traits, good habits, ripened habits, and repeating these good habits, you can definitely control your thought process, and by that process you can control, you can stop the secretion of negative, destructive, harmful hormones, and finally you will become triumphant, victorious. All the best once again. Thank you.